Welcome to this series of videos on objects. Before watching this video, please complete the chapter on objects from Codecademy. This resource is fantastic and explains the basics really well. Objects in JavaScript are similar to dictionaries in Python and hash maps in Java. If you're using Python or Java to do this course, then first do a tutorial on dictionaries or hash maps before continuing with this one. As usual, I'll be using JavaScript, but you can understand the content and also do the exercises because conceptually they are similar. Okay. Here's the agenda for the next series of videos. First, we'll contrast objects with arrays. Then we'll learn why objects are used using a small example. After that, we will solve a couple of warm-up problems and then proceed to solve more problems and learn how objects can be used in problem solving. Now we will contrast objects with arrays. Consider this example where we want to store a bunch of information corresponding to a single city. In this case, we have chosen Mumbai. You can see that Mumbai is located in Maharashtra at latitude 18.9 and longitude 72.8. The same information is also represented as an array. You can see that the name is at index 0, the state at index 1, and so on. Now we will see how to perform some common operations in both objects and arrays, and then find the similarities and differences between the two. Let me first copy both these variables. Okay, now we will see first how to do the read operation. So this is also called as the access operation. If I want to access the state that Mumbai belongs to using an array, I have to do array of 1 because I know that the state is located at the index number 1. On the other hand, if I want to access a property using an object, I have to use the dot operation. So I can say object dot state. So this is the read operation, and next we'll learn about the update operation. Now let's say I want to increase the population of Mumbai. So if I want to use an array, I'll say array of 4, and then I can say plus equal to 1. So now the population has increased by 1. On the other hand, if I want to use the object, I'll say dot population plus equal to 1. So we use the dot operator to access this property, and then we can say plus equal to 1 to update the population. So this can also be written as object.population equal to object.population plus 1. So we are replacing the old value of the population with the new value. This is the update operation. We can also directly set the new population. So I can directly set it as some value. So how this thing works is if the key is already present, then the value is updated. If not, a new key is added. So that brings us to how to add a new key. So let's just take a look at the existing version of the object, and now let's say I want to add maybe some tourist attractions in this city. So I'll just say tourist attractions and add Gateway of India and also maybe Bollywood stargazing as the two tourist attractions. This key was initially not present, so this new key has been added to the object. So this is how we add new information to an existing object and do the create operation. If I want to do the same thing with an array, we will use the push method. So I can just add this new element to the array. And finally, we will learn about the delete operation. If I'm using an object and I want to delete the population, I just have to say delete object dot population, and the population is deleted. With arrays, we usually don't perform the delete operation commonly, but anyway, for the purpose of completion, we can do that. So we have array of I can do delete array of I, but you can still see that there is a space allocated for this particular value, but right now it is empty. So maybe now we can pause the video, think about why we use objects and when we use arrays. Did you get a idea? Okay, so objects are used when we want to store all the attributes belonging to a single entity as key value pairs. On the other hand, arrays are used to store a list of entities of a single type. Here, for example, I have an array of cities, and in this case, each element in the array is an object, and they all have the same structure. So arrays are used to store a list of entities, whereas objects are used to store all the information belonging to a single entity as key value pairs. When performing these operations, we also saw that it is much easier to update the population using the dot operator, right? So these keys are much like more human readable, and we don't have to remember the indexes. Yeah, to summarize, if you want to store all the attributes belonging to a single entity where all the keys are unique, then we use objects. In the next video, we will discuss another common scenario where objects are used.